Welcome back to another video. We are in the Open Great League, and today we have a team featuring the Lanturn and Froslass and Serperior here. So kind of a difficult start. We're going to have to switch out into the Froslass. We are met with a Azumarill. This Azumarill is kind of a neutral matchup against this Froslass, believe it or not. We're going to have to shield here. I believe we're going to be drawing this out to the 2 shield situation. So we just go for another Shadow Ball here on ideal timing. Does roughly 50%. And we know that we have to shield here. For any way to win this, we're going to have to double shield. We go for the bait here. If they don't shield, okay, we are able to potentially farm it down. But luckily, they decide to switch out, and we actually are able to get the last shield with the Froslass. So this is a going to be outrage. We do survive it, and now the idea is to throw this Thunderbolt and switch into our Serperior. Try to farm it down. Let's see if we can farm it down without taking another outrage. Let's see if this is the outrage. Ends up being the outrage, taking huge damage right there. So that is unfortunate. This is going to take us out easily, and that is GG's right there. We had to avoid outrage, and we had to try to farm down that Kingdra for us to have a chance right there, but it is what it is. Next game here, we have the Jellicent versus Lanturn. Our opponent does not know we are running the water gun version, so we actually stay in because we're going to be able to chip away at this Reggie. We don't really want this Lanturn on the Jellicent anymore because we are not running the Spark version. We're going to invest a shield here. Okay. Looks like we're going to do another Thunderbolt here. This Thunderbolt is going to get this Reggie still pretty low for a potential farm down, so that's exactly what we wanted. Because they come in with their Jellicent, we're going to switch into our Serperior. Technically, we kind of have 2 counters to that Jellicent, so that's the reason behind we switched out right there. We even get the last shield. This Steelix here is going to throw a Breaking Swipe, which debuffs our attack. But then we are able to get to another Frenzy Plant here. This Frenzy Plant does probably like 40 to 50% right there. We have to let this one go. That is going to allow us to come in with our Lanturn possibly and get to a move. Okay, and this should take it out easily. And then we're going to immediately switch out into our Froslass because we know that Jellicent is coming back in. Oh, actually we stay in to force them to use energy. We actually want them to use energy here. So they have to use energy just to get that Surf off, and now we're going to be able to get to this Shadow Ball. We do have to shield. And then there we go. There's the Shadow Ball right there. So GG's to our opponent right there. Yeah, we played it a little bit unconventional a little bit because that Jellicent switching out, and then we had to just stay in with because we don't really have a big counter to the Reggie. And then here we have another fantastic situation. We're going to overfarm a little bit. Oh, too much overfarm. We're going to call it a bait. Oh, that is actually so bad for us. Huge mistake by us right there. We probably didn't need to call that bait, but we thought that they were going to. Obviously, that's why we didn't shield, but now we pay the huge price. They actually have a Talonflame in the bag, which is really good against our entire team. This Talonflame is going to be able to sweep the game. If only, hindsight is 20/20, but if we were able to shield that Gliscor, we would have been in a lot better situation. The Gliscor would go down to that water gun Lanturn easily if I had just shielded. So, a little bit of misplay there. It is what it is. I obviously don't anticipate a bunch of fires in the back, but in this case, we did run into the Talonflame. Alright, Lanturn versus the Swampert. We're going to switch out to see if they are going to switch out to anything. They decide to stay in, then they throw the Hydro and dip. This is your classic Swampert Flyer team. We're gonna throw on... Okay, we're gonna have to shield here. We thought we threw the move between the animation, but I guess it didn't go through. Here, we're gonna be going for this Avalanche. We do get the shield. Okay, now we're gonna throw optimal timing. This is going to possibly get a shield, or they're gonna let it go. Perfect. And then now we're gonna be able to get to another Avalanche here to do some chip damage. There's no way they can farm us down. They're gonna have to use a move. In fact, they actually shielded. So they throw a move before we get to our Avalanche. And this is a no-brainer. We're going into Superior. They switch out into the Wall Ring, and we switch back into our Lanturn. This Lanturn is going to be able to tank an Earthquake. Boom. And then we're going to be able to get to our own Thunderbolt. Thunderbolt against the Wall Ring here. Does it take it out? Not quite. But we are going to be able to win that because either we're going to farm it down with the Superior, or we're going to be able to take it out with the Lanturn. So the team is not bad. If you didn't recognize it by now, the Lanturn Serperior core, and then we kind of have Froslass as a safe switch. We're going to come in with our Froslass here. We are met with the Greninja. Ouch. This Greninja here is able to hard wall this Froslass, but we are able to get some good damage with that Avalanche. Our opponent goes for the Nice Slash. It does not KO, so we do force out even more energy from the Greninjas there. So even though we did not win the switch, we were able to use up all the energy. Okay, that was a cool animation. They actually revealed that you get the attack boost after the Pokemon feint. So that's kind of a new thing. Or am I tripping? Here we're going to try to get to a Serperior to pressure either a shield, but they actually throw a move. We're going to shield here just to get our Surf off. So they have the Medicham, and then what do we think is in the back here? They actually go for this Ice Punch. This Ice Punch does not KO, so we don't shield it, but this one would get us too low. Oh, it ends up being the Reggie. So unfortunately, we're not going to be able to take down this Reggie with the shield. We do not have enough bulk. This is probably the Focus Blast, and it will take us out, and the Lanturn just doesn't have enough health left to get to 2 moves. So GG's to our opponent right there. A little bit unfortunate, but the team is pretty solid. Check out the team if you haven't already, and let us know if you enjoyed the video.